For every swing, every moment, the Milwaukee Brewers fight. It's not just about hitting the ball, it's about leaving a legacy.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Brew Crew. It's me, your faithful companion, John Heyman, Brewers Fan Central, bringing you the latest and hottest news directly from the heart of Major League Baseball, with a special focus on our beloved Milwaukee Brewers. Pay attention, because the information I bring you today is crucial for the future of our team this season and beyond. For a long time, and rightly so, the Brewers were seen as a team that could surprise at the MLB trade deadline. I myself have analyzed this possibility here, showing the potential of our roster to make some noise. However, the current scenario brings us an interesting twist. The spotlight now seems to have shifted to the Boston Red Sox, who, by the way, are on a spectacular run with a 10-game winning streak, which firmly places them in a playoff spot. An impressive turnaround, wouldn't you say? The Red Sox have a true farm system of young position player talents. And to further strengthen their roster and address other urgent needs, it makes perfect sense for them to consider trading one of these rising gems. And that's where the name echoing in the backrooms, and which could be the spark the Brewers need, comes into play. Wilyer Abreu. Just look at the numbers and the projection I have for you. Abreu, the Red Sox's current home run leader, and believe it or not, winner of the 2024 Gold Glove as a right fielder, is a name that, if made available, would make any general manager's eyes light up, and our Matt Arnold would be no exception. Although the Brewers don't have a dire need to bolster their outfield, the addition of a consistent power hitter in one of the corners would transform our lineup. Just imagine the Brewers' batting order becoming even more formidable for the 2025 title race. And not only that, but for many years to come, solidifying our position as a force in the league. Recently, TJ French from the renowned Heavy floated a hypothetical trade proposal that has been making waves in league circles. The idea: the Brewers would acquire Abreu from Boston in exchange for our relief pitcher, Nick Mears, and our top catching prospect, Jefferson Quero. Now, let's analyze this with the depth you expect from our channel. French highlights that Mears is having a spectacular season for the Milwaukee Brewers, and I wholeheartedly agree with that assessment. He has been a fundamental piece in our bullpen, delivering consistent and high-quality performances. But he's the glue that ensures this. Potential deal gets done, French continues, and that makes me think. Mears' efficiency this season really boosts his trade value, making him an attractive asset for any team looking to strengthen its pitching staff. And of course, Abreu, with his career season in Boston, would naturally command a significant return, and Mears fits that formidable player profile French mentions. Abreu in left field for the Milwaukee Brewers. This would allow Christian Yelich to be moved to a full-time designated hitter role, preserving him and maximizing his offensive impact. Think with me, Brew Crew. The postseason demands power at the plate and an unshakable bullpen. And if we have a player like Abreu, who demonstrably delivers home runs and has Gold Glove defense and an already strong bullpen, with Mears being a key piece, the math is simple. This would make us an even greater threat. However, there's a question mark over Quero. He seems ready for the major leagues this season, especially after recovering from a shoulder injury that cost him the entire 2024 season. The Red Sox, who need a catcher with star potential, would certainly see Quero as a sensible target. But recent trends indicate that their focus might be leaning more towards Jarren Duran, who is older and frankly not as defensively efficient as Abreu. This raises a question. Would the Red Sox be willing to part with a Gold Glove defender in his prime for a catching prospect, or for Duran, who has his qualities but not the same complete package as Abreu? As I always say in baseball, and especially at the trade deadline, you can't rule out any possibility. It's a constantly moving chess game, with many pieces moving simultaneously. But bringing Wilyer Abreu to Milwaukee, to be completely honest with you, seems more like a dream than some of the other hitters the Brewers could realistically acquire. Don't get me wrong, the idea is seductive and the fit would be almost perfect. But the price, especially with Mears and Quero involved, makes us reflect. It is crucial that Matt Arnold and his team carefully evaluate each scenario. We need immediate impact, but without compromising our long-term future. Abreu is a generational talent who would solve one of our biggest offensive and defensive needs at once, transforming the outfield and Yelich's dynamic. The trade for him Even with the sacrifice of a top prospect like Cuero and a solid reliever like Mears, could be the decisive move that catapults us to the top. The cost benefit needs to be analyzed with a magnifying glass. It would be a high stakes gamble, but with immense potential for return. Think with me, Brew Crew. The chance to have a Gold Glover in the outfield who is also a proven power hitter is rare. And if that means moving Yelich to a role where he can fully focus on his bat, maximizing his value and minimizing injury risk, isn't that a valid consideration? Yes, it's a difficult decision with significant losses, but the gain could be the missing piece for the title run. It's not every day that a player of Abreu's caliber potentially becomes available. The World Series window is open for the Brewers, and bold, calculated moves are what will get us there. The potential acquisition of Wilyer Abreu by the Milwaukee Brewers would undoubtedly be a game changer. He would fill a gap in power and defensive excellence, strategically reallocating Christian Yelich and strengthening our lineup for a title run. However, the cost involving Nick Mears and Jefferson Cuero demands a deep analysis of the balance between immediate success and long-term sustainability. My analysis is that if the Red Sox really decide to make him available, Matt Arnold should go all in. It's a calculated risk that could lead us to the World Series. And you, Brew Crew, what do you think about this potential trade? Do you believe Wilyer Abreu is the missing piece for the Brewers? Would you be willing to give up Nick Mears and Jefferson Cuero for him? Leave your opinions in the comments below. I want to know each of your perspectives. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed the analysis, and once again subscribe to the channel for the fastest updates and most in-depth analyses on the Milwaukee Brewers. We'll see you in the next video. Go Brewers!